Hi, my name is Jason Greer, expert in equality and diversity training, soft skills training, and a motivational speaker. A client of mine had just purchased a business in a fairly rural area. They made the decision that they would hire employees from within a 100-mile radius, which meant that the majority of their new hires would have little to no experience in the industry. Also, the bulk of the employees were African American and Hispanic, while the management team was exclusively white. Instead of investing time and resources into soft skills training or even cultural awareness training, the company decided that their business training would consist of bringing in the top corporate managers from New York, Texas, and Las Vegas. The game plan was for these managers to take the new hires through a 3-day orientation. Let me tell you, after 3 days, it became readily apparent that the business training was a complete disaster. The new employees just stared straight ahead while these high-energy managers threw facts and figures at them. In fact, some of the employees walked out of the session and quit their jobs right on the spot. After about a month, it seemed like the company's employee relations were a complete failure. There were a high number of call-offs, chronic tardiness, and there were chronic issues between managers and employees. The human resources employee believed that everything was falling apart because of a lack of diversity management procedures between the managers and employees. I informed her that this may have something to do with it, but perhaps it had more to do with the fact that the employee's sense of status was being threatened by their managers. See, I don't care what your racial makeup is. If you feel that someone is constantly talking down to you, then resentment and anger will build up, which ultimately causes a breakdown in the relationship. In this case, the management team had developed a reputation for yelling and verbally abusing their employees anytime they messed up. My solution was simple. We created separate focus groups for the employees and managers. We had both groups verbalize what they enjoyed about working at the company and what they disliked about the company. We discovered that the greatest barrier for both of these groups was a lack of communication. Then we brought the employees and managers together, and we openly discussed the issues that were causing so much dissension. Surprisingly, racial issues were not a factor in any of these discussions. Now here's the thing to remember. Invest time and energy into creating strong soft skills training programs that will enhance effective communication strategies. Don't pigeonhole yourself into thinking it's always about race. That's too easy. Look beyond the surface level. So often we want to jump to the conclusion that things are all about race or some other diverse issue. Sometimes it just comes down to simple communication in the workplace.